I lied, there's nothing festive about my paranoia. I'm sorry, you've been duped. I got a new phone on Saturday, which is very exciting. This is the new phone. It's vastly impressive compared to my old one, which was a Windows Nokia Lumia phone, which, like, I don't think they even do Windows as a operating system anymore because everyone hated it because it was crap. So now I've joined the modern age, which is very frightening, but also very exciting. I've been like using my new phone a lot today and it's just been a delight, quite frankly. The way that I can take good photos of my cat, it was worth, you know, upgrading just for that. I was paying $7.50 a month on my old phone, so you know, the leap up in price is gonna hit me in the bank account, but it'll be worth it, you know, because good pictures of my cat. Another thing that I've noticed with this new phone is that I have access to a lot more apps than I used to, and also it seems to care about me more than my old phone did, in the sense that it wants to know everything. So it wants access to my location and to my contacts and to my pictures and to my videos and to my everything, and my instinctive reaction to that is, unless it will make the app not run, I don't want you to access anything about me because that's really creeping me out. Every time I give permission for an app or for this new phone to use something like that, or to access something like that, I get like a little on edge and a bit paranoid, and it makes me think of things like V for Vendetta and, what is it, Children of Men, and just like I'm being traced and tracked, and because I'm a worst case scenario kind of person, to then being like persecuted and killed. I don't have an automatic trust in authority, especially like the age that we live in now, the information age, where, you know, things like, you know, Uber was hacked a while ago. They didn't tell anyone, but, you know, people have been sent emails and texts and stuff and had their information stolen, and, you know, these people have been able to get into people's bank accounts, stuff like that. You give away so much information without even thinking about it, or, you know, even if you do think about it, you don't really have an option if you want to live a connected modern life, you know, if you want to have apps at all. Because I don't trust companies or the government or anyone, quite frankly, to act like in my best interests and to keep my information safe. I just don't believe in them. I have no trust in any higher authority. It made me think about this quote. I read this book On Liberty by, I want to say, Shami Chakrabarti. She was the director of the organisation Liberty at the time, which is a human rights organisation in the UK. And I read this book and it ended, I think, on this quote, which I wrote down. Whatever the powerful say about new threats as opposed to old-fashioned values, don't forget the continuing case for our human rights. They were needed by and taken from the victims of the Holocaust. In some parts of the world today, people still only dream of them. They were forged after the Second World War and provided some accountability for, if not always prevention from, grave error during the War on Terror. Yes, they protect criminal suspects, but we can all become suspects sometime. And they protect rape and torture victims too. They protect foreigners, but so are we all. Human rights empower the vulnerable and irritate and inconvenience the mighty. But trust me, you won't know what you had till it's gone. Something to think about, you know, that's really cheerful for you there. Very festive, isn't it? Also made me think of, you know, when you start a new job sometimes, or you join a new organisation, something like that, on the application forms they will ask for things like your gender identity and your sexuality. And lots of people feel really uncomfortable giving that information because they worry that it'll be used for nefarious ends, which, you know, fair enough. That sort of thing could be used for nefarious ends, even though, generally speaking, it's just for things like if lots of people are leaving their jobs, they want to make sure that it's not, you know, just the queer people leaving their jobs, and, you know, if there's a reason for that, for instance. But, you know, I still hesitate giving away that information because I wonder, you know, what if the worst happens? What if we end up in a dictatorship? What if V for Vendetta sort of scenarios start to happen, and what if people, you know, minorities are tracked through the information that you've just benignly given away? And along those lines, me and Aiden are going to get a VPN for our internet, because I really, really don't like the thought of people being able to see what my internet history is. Even if you're not doing anything dodgy or illegal, I have a right to privacy. I don't like the thought of anyone having access to that. It's private. It's what I'm looking at on my own. Do you ever get paranoid about this sort of stuff? Do you ever, like, hesitate on giving away your data? And do you trust companies to use it safely when you do? On a more cheerful note, today I discovered that Annie Lennox has a Christmas album, and I've only listened to one song off of it, which is God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, and the music video for it is just perfect. So that's my song of the day, and I'm gonna put the link to the music video in the description below because it's what, like, that's what I love about Christmas, that weird old English folky vibe to it, not necessarily like the Band-Aid sort of era songs, you know what I mean? Carols more than anything else. But yeah, so that was slightly less festive than you were perhaps expecting, but it's what's been on my mind today. So I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!